From the moment I got engaged to Michael, I dreamed of this day. The white dress, the flowers, the guests, the perfect ceremony. It was the picture I'd carried in my heart since childhood. I pictured myself walking down the aisle, radiant, surrounded by people who loved me. Michael and I had met in college, of all places, a late-night study group in the library. He had been quiet, shy, but there was a sincerity in his eyes that drew me in immediately. Over the years, we had built a life together full of trust, laughter, and unwavering support. He wasn't just my fiancé, he was my rock. And then there was Sarah. Sarah and I had been inseparable in college. She was charming, witty, and ambitious. I admired her, even envied her in small ways. She had a knack for making people notice herself, for stealing the spotlight without anyone feeling cheated. At the time, I didn't realize how dangerous a trait that could be in someone I called a friend. Over the years, I noticed small things. When I got a promotion, she congratulated me, but then subtly reminded me of her accomplishments. When I bought a new car, she suddenly appeared with a more expensive one. And when Michael proposed, she was the first to offer congratulations. But I caught that faint flicker of bitterness in her eyes, a shadow of envy I chose to ignore. I thought our friendship could withstand anything. I thought wrong. The morning of the wedding was electric. Sunlight poured through the windows, illuminating the roses and ribbons I had painstakingly arranged. My bridesmaids were laughing, doing their hair and makeup, sipping champagne. The air smelt like fresh flowers and perfume, a sweet mix of excitement and nerves. My mother fussed over me endlessly, adjusting my robe, reminding me to eat, to breathe, to enjoy this once-in-a-lifetime day. Michael called me that morning, and hearing his voice calmed my racing heart. "You're going to be beautiful today," he said, a warmth in his voice that made me smile. "I can't wait to see you," I replied, butterflies fluttering in my stomach. Then Sarah arrived, carrying a large garment bag. "Good morning, bride-to-be," she said with a smile that now, in hindsight, I realized was too sweet. "Are you ready for the most magical day of your life?" I hugged her, more than ready. She handed me the garment bag. "I thought I'd save you the trip." I nodded, trusting her completely. Little did I know that bag contained a trap designed to humiliate me in front of everyone I loved. Hair and makeup were done, and it was finally time to get into the dress. My bridesmaids gathered around, snapping pictures, laughing with me, but I could barely hear them. My heart was pounding with anticipation. Sarah unzipped the bag. My stomach twisted instantly. The dress inside wasn't mine. It was almost identical. Strapless, white, lace, but wrong in every critical detail. The fabric was cheap. The beading looked off. And most importantly, it was 2 sizes too small. I froze. "This isn't my dress," I whispered. Sarah's smile didn't waver. "Of course it is," she said, her tone dripping with false sweetness. "Maybe you've changed, that's all." My bridesmaids exchanged worried glances. I felt my face flush red with shame. My hands trembled and I took the dress. What was I going to do? The ceremony was less than an hour away. I tried to reason with her. "Sarah, this isn't funny. Give me my real dress." She shrugged lightly, a smirk playing at the corners of her lips. "Relax, it'll be fine. Just squeeze in." Squeeze in. Those 2 words made my blood run cold. I took a deep breath and allowed them to help me into the dress. Every movement was a struggle. The zipper barely closed. My chest felt tight. I could hardly breathe. My reflection in the mirror was almost unrecognizable. My dream of being the beautiful bride I had imagined was slipping away. Whispers started outside the door as the first guests arrived. "She looks different.
Is that really her dress? It's so tight."
Each comment cut deeper than I thought possible. I wanted to cry. I wanted to vanish. But I had to face this because running wasn't an option. The music began. My heart hammered in my chest. Every step I took toward the altar felt heavier than the last. The church was full of friends, family, coworkers, all eyes on me, but not with love. The eyes of some guests were judging, whispering, speculating. And Sarah's smirk, it was a dagger to my heart. She had done exactly what she intended. She wanted this moment to belong to her, to make me look small, insignificant, foolish. I gritted my teeth and tried to hold my head high. Michael was waiting at the altar. I met his gaze and saw calm, unwavering confidence. His eyes told me one thing. He knew. He knew what Sarah had done. As I reached the altar, Michael leaned in and whispered, "Don't worry. I knew she'd try something like this." My heart skipped a beat. You knew?" "Yes," he said. "Watch and see." He turned to the officiant. "Before we begin, I want to share something important." A groomsman stepped forward with a large white box. Michael opened it, revealing my real wedding dress. Flawless, pristine, the gown I had dreamt of wearing. Gasps filled the church. I felt a rush of relief, joy, and vindication all at once. Michael continued, addressing the crowd. "I discovered messages from Sarah to the boutique asking them to ruin my bride's gown. Today she revealed her true colors. I wanted everyone to see the truth." All eyes turned to Sarah. Shock, anger, and shame washed over her face. She tried to speak, but no words came out. I slipped into my real dress, feeling like myself again. The weight of humiliation lifted, replaced by empowerment. The reception began, but the energy was different. Where I had expected joyful chatter and laughter, there was a subtle undercurrent of tension. Guests whispered about the drama with Sarah and the dress switch. Many had already formed opinions, mostly against her. Sarah tried to mingle, but every glance she received felt like judgment. My bridesmaids surrounded me, offering quiet encouragement and praise. I felt a sense of relief wash over me. Michael stayed by my side, his hand warm in mine, reminding me that even in moments of betrayal, there was unwavering love. The first speech came from my father. Normally, he was calm and reserved, but today his voice carried both pride and outrage. "I want to congratulate my daughter," he said, turning to me, "and my son-in-law. But I also want to make something clear. Friendship is sacred. Those who betray it, even in moments of supposed humor, show their true nature." Sarah flinched. Murmurs spread throughout the hall. Even distant relatives who barely knew her seemed to sense the gravity of her actions. Later, during the dinner, Sarah attempted to apologize. I didn't mean for it to go this far," she said, softly approaching me. I looked her coldly. "You intended to humiliate me. That was your plan from the start. You tried to ruin the happiest day of my life. How can you say it wasn't serious?" She swallowed nervously. I was jealous. You don't get to justify betrayal with jealousy," I interrupted, my voice steady. "Friendship isn't about envy. It's about trust. You broke that trust." Guests had gathered around, watching the confrontation unfold. Sarah's usual charm had evaporated. Her smirk was gone. She looked small, defeated, exposed in a way I had never seen before. Michael stepped forward, his calm authority silencing the room. "Sarah, you chose to betray the people who trusted you. I protected my bride because I knew she deserved better than your sabotage. I hope you understand that actions have consequences." Sarah nodded mutely, tears in her eyes. She left soon after, unable to face the shame. The whispers of gossip followed her out, ensuring that her betrayal would not be forgotten.
As I sat at the head table holding Michael's hand, my mind drifted back to how it all began. I remembered the subtle signs. The time Sarah, quote unquote, helped me plan my engagement party, only to rearrange tables so I would appear clumsy. The time she casually spread rumors about me at work, disguised as concern. The messages I never saw instructing the boutique to sabotage my dress. Michael had discovered these weeks before the wedding. He had intercepted the dress, coordinated with the tailor, and prepared the perfect reveal to ensure Sarah's betrayal was exposed publicly.
I realized that love sometimes manifests in quiet vigilance. Michael had protected me in the shadows, ensuring that the day would still be mine. His loyalty and foresight turned what could have been humiliation into triumph. The reception continued, now filled with laughter, dancing, and celebration. The shadow of betrayal had lifted, replaced by relief and joy. My bridesmaids toasted me. Michael whispered loving words in my ear, and for the first time that day, I truly felt like a bride, radiant and celebrated. I reflected on lessons learned. True friends are proven in moments of trial. Jealousy, when unchecked, destroys relationships. Love is strongest when it shields, protects, and stands unwaveringly against harm. The evening ended with Michael and me dancing under the soft glow of fairy lights. I leaned my head against his shoulder and whispered, "You saved me." He smiled, pressing his forehead to mine. No, we saved each other. I realized then that betrayal, while painful, revealed the people who truly mattered. Those who stand by your side through deceit and adversity are the ones who define the strength of love and friendship. Years later, I look back on that day not with anger or regret, but with gratitude. Sarah moved away, leaving behind broken friendships and a reputation tarnished by envy. My marriage to Michael grew stronger, founded on trust, loyalty, and shared experiences that tested us, but never broke us. The memory of that morning, the dress switch, and the humiliation now serves as a reminder. Betrayal may strike suddenly, but resilience, love, and integrity endure. On anniversaries, I tell the story not as a tale of humiliation, but as a testament to the power of love and the importance of trusting those who prove their loyalty. Every challenge, every betrayal shaped who I became, stronger, wiser, and forever grateful for the people who truly matter. The Wedding Betrayal is not just a story about a dress. It's about life, trust, love, and the unwavering truth that real support always shines brighter than envy. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted or faced jealousy from those close to you, remember, the truth always comes out and real love and loyalty will always shine through. Thank you for listening to my story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences and stories too. Remember, life can be unpredictable, but staying strong and trusting the right people will always lead you through the darkness. Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and keep believing in the power of truth.